Welcome all the devotees for today's session on Srimad Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna. We'll start with recitation of the prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
व्यासं
Tato Jayam
नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्ति भवति नैष्टिकी. Hare Krishna. Today we continue chapter 3. Krishna is the source of all incarnation. Shloka number 7, 8 and 9. We recite Vasudeve Bhagavati.
Vasudeve
Please
Bhagavati.
everyone recite after me. Bhakti yoga prayojita.
Bhakti Yoga Prayojita.
Bhakti yoga prayojita.
Janetu asho vairagyam.
Janayati
ashu vairagyam. Jnanam cha yat ahaitukam.
Jnanam cha
yad ahaitukam.
Dharma suanushtitaha.
Dharma sva-anusthitaha.
Punsam vishvaksena kathasuya.
Pumsam vishvaksena kathasuya.
Na utpadayat yatiratim.
Na utpadayati yatiratim.
Shloka are different.
Shloka different, Mataji.
Shloka are different. Not third chapter.
Correct. Third chapter is Dvitiyam tu Bhavayasya Rasatala Gadam Mahim Uttarishtyam
I am
Upadatti
reciting, please, Prabhuji. Dvitiyam tu Bhavaya Asya.
Dvitiyam tu Bhavayasya
Rasatala Gatam Mahim.
Rasadala Gadam Mahim
Uddarishan Upadatta.
Uddarishyan Ubhadatta
Yadnesha Saukaram Vapuhu.
Yagyesa Saukharam Vapu
Trutiyam Rishi Sargam Vai.
Tritiyam Rishi Sarvakam Vai
Devarshitvam Upetyasaha.
Devarishitvam Upetyasaha
Tantram Satvatam Achashta.
Tantram Saspadam Achashta
Nashkarmyam Karmana Yataha.
Nashkarmyam Karmanam Yataha
Turre Dharmakala Sarge.
Durje Dharma Kala Sarge
Naranarayanau Rushi.
Naranarayanau Rishi
Bhutva Atma Upashema.
Bhutva Atma
Upashama.
Upasama
Upedam Akarot.
Vedam Akarot
Dushcharam Tapaha.
Duscharam Tapaha
Dvitiyam tu Bhavaya Asya.
Dvitiyam tu Bhavayasya
Rasadalagatam Mahim.
Rasadala Gadam Mahim
Uddarishan Upadatta.
Uddarishyan Ubadatta
Priyadnesha Saukaram Vapuhu.
Yagyesa Saukaram Vapuhu
Trutiyam Rishi Sargam Vai.
Tritiyam Rishi Sargam Vai
Devarshitvam Upetyasaha.
Devarshitvam Upestyasaha
Tantram Satvapan Achashta.
Tantram Satpadam Asashta
Naishkarmyam Karmanam Yataha.
नैष्कर्म्यं कर्मणां यतः
सूर्ये धर्मकला सर्गे
दुर्ये धर्मकला सर्गे
नर नारायणो ऋषि
नरनारायणौ ऋषिः
भूत्वा आत्म उपशम
भूत्वा आत्मा उपशमो
उपेतम अकरोत् दुश्चरं तपः
पेतम् अकरोत् दुश्चरं तपः।
Please recite.
हरे कृष्ण। द्वितीयं तु भवायास्य रसातल कथां महीं उत्तरिष्यम् उभादत्य यज्ञे च सौकरं बभुः। तृतीयं ऋषि सर्गं वै देवदर्शिम् उपेत्य स तन्तरं सात्वतम् आचष्ट नैष्कर्म्यं कर्मणां यतः दुर्यो धर्म कला सर्गे नरनारायणौ ऋषिः भूत्वात् आपौ उपशमो भेदम् अकरोत् दुश्चरं तपः। हरे कृष्ण।
Karpegala Mataji, please recite.
Thank you, Mataji. Dvitvedam tu bhavayasya rasatala katam mahim udadishyan upadatta yajnesa shaukaram babuhu tridiyam rishi sargam vya devasitvam upetasa tantram satvatam akashta नैष्कर्म्यं कर्मणां यतः तुर्ये धर्मकला सर्गे नरनारायण ऋषि भूत्वा आत्मनोपसमर्पितम् अरकोत् दुश्चरं तपः। Thank you,
Mataji, please recite.
द्वितीयं तु भवायस्य रसातलगतां महीं
Others are muted.
उपदत्त यज्ञेशः सौकरं वपुः। तृतीयं ऋषिसर्गं वै देवर्षित्वमुपेत्य सः तन्त्रं सात्वतमाचष्ट नैष्कर्म्यं कर्मणां यतः।
द्वितीयं तु भवायस्य रसातलगतां महीं उद्धरिष्यन्नुपादत्त यज्ञेशः सौकरं वपुः। तृतीयं ऋषि सर्गं वै देवर्षित्वमुपेत्य सः तन्त्रं सात्वतम् आचष्ट नैष्कर्म्यं कर्मणां यतः।
Surya Dharmakala. Next word, not there. Translation and purport by the Srila Prabhupada. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The supreme enjoyer of all sacrifices accepted the incarnation of a boar, second incarnation, and for the welfare of the earth, he lifted the earth from the nether regions of the universe. In the millennium of the Rishis, the personality of Godhead accepted the third empowered incarnation in the form of Devarshi Narad, who is great sage among the demigods. He collected exposition of the Vedas, which deal with the devotional service and which inspire non-punitive action. In the fourth incarnation, the Lord became Nar and Narayan, the twin sons of the wife of King Dharma. Thus he undertook severe and exemplary penances to control the senses, purport by the Srila Prabhupada. The indication is that for each and every incarnation of the personality of Godhead, the particular function executed is also mentioned. There cannot be any incarnation without a particular function, and such functions are always extraordinary. They are impossible for any living being to perform. The incarnation of the boar was to take the earth of Pluto's region of filthy matter. Picking up something from a filthy place is done by a boar, and the all-powerful personality of Godhead displayed this wonder to asuras who had hidden the earth in such a filthy place. There is nothing impossible for the personality of Godhead, and although he played the part of a boar, by the devotees, he is worshipped, staying always in transcendent. The great Rishis Narada, who is an empowered incarnation of the personality of Godhead, propagate devotional service all over the universe. All great devotees of the Lord all over the universe and in different planets and species of life are disciples. Srila Vasudev, the compiler of the Srimad Bhagavatam, is also one of his disciples. Narad is the author of Narad Pancharatra, which is the exposition of the Veda, particularly for the devotional service of the Lord. This Narad Pancharatra trains the karmis or the purity worker to achieve liberation from the bondage of purity work. The conditioned souls are mostly attracted by purity work because they want to enjoy life by the sweet of his own brows. The whole universe is full of pretty workers in all species of life. The pretty work include all kinds of economic development plans, but the law of nature provides that every action has its resultant reaction, and the performer of the work is bound up by such reaction, good or bad. The reaction of good work is comparative material prosperity, whereas the reaction of bad work is comparative material distress. But material conditions, either in so-called happiness or in so-called distress, are all meant ultimately for distress only. Foolish materialists have no information of how to obtain eternal happiness in unconditional state. Sri Narada informs that foolish primitive workers how to realize the reality of happiness. He gives direction to the disease, how one's present engagement can lead one to the path of spiritual emancipation. The physicians direct the patient to take treated milk in the form of curd for his suffering from indigestion due to his taking another milk preparation. So the cause of disease and the remedy of the disease may be the same, but it must be treated by an expert physician like Narada. The Bhagavad Gita also give the same solution of serving the Lord by the fruits of one's labor that will lead one to the path of the Nishkarmyam or liberation, as the king Rishabh, his son, tapasya or voluntary acceptance of penances for realization of the transcendent is the only duty of the human being. It was so done by the Lord himself in an exemplary manner to teach us. The Lord is very kind to the forgetful soul. He therefore comes himself and lives beyond necessary instruction, and also sent his good sons as a representative to call all the conditioned souls back to Godhead. Recently, within the memory of everyone, Lord Chaitanya also appeared for the same purpose, so to show special favor to fallen souls of this age of iron industry. The incarnation of Narayan is worshipped still at Badrinarayan on the range of the Himalayas. Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Ena Tasmai Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavancha Sri Rupam Sagrajata Sagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam साद्वैतम सावधूतम परिजन सहितम कृष्ण चैतन्य देव श्री राधा कृष्ण पदान सगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांच नमो ओम विष्णु पादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna. We here in the shlokas describing about the all incarnations of the Supreme Lord. In shloka number 6, we saw the first incarnation of the 4 Kumaras, and now 7 to 9, 3 shlokas, they're describing about the second incarnation of the boar, means Hogish, and third incarnation of the Narad Muni and his disciple Vyasdeva. Then fifth incarnation, Nar Narayan Rishi. About these 3 incarnations,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So very wonderful
1 minute.
pastime is coming now, and we are lucky to go through it. So here we see, just wanted to revise about how the whole thing is happening. So for once we'll go through this chart again, how all the Purusha Avtaras have happened. So keep remembering this: Krishna, Balram, then expansion into Vasudeva, Saṅkarṣaṇa, Pradyumna. Saṅkarṣaṇa expands at Narayana, Narayana further expands as Vasudeva, Saṅkarṣaṇa, Pradyumna, Nirodha. Saṅkarṣaṇa expands as Mahavishnu, Pradyumna as Garbhodakshi Vishnu, Aniruddha as Kshirodakshi Vishnu. So we saw all these things yesterday. And then further to that, we have seen how this whole universe is half filled with water. So what we are seeing is only half. The other half we cannot see. Now in this situation, Hiraṇyākṣa demon, he drowned this whole earth within the water. So nowadays we don't see such demons, but there used to be demons like that. The whole planetary system is floating. But there were some demons, and there could be some demon who can take one of them and put it within this Garbhodak water. Everyone knows the planets are floating. And we actually see such big, gigantic masses. Even Sun, 1400,000 times bigger than Earth. It is also floating. What is the support? It is Ananta. Scientists say it is law of gravitation, but actually it is Saṅkarṣaṇa. He is holding every planet. And it is said that all these universes are resting on the hood of Śeṣa-nāga, just like a small grain of mustard. So you know God is great. We almost always try to say God is great. But then how great? We cannot imagine. Sometimes we apply the frog philosophy, Dr. Frog's philosophy. Dr. Frog thinks he is in a well of 3 feet. And then if he is told that there is a big mass of water, say Atlantic Ocean, he cannot believe it. He'll think in terms of well, okay, this well is 3 feet, maybe it is 6 feet, no bigger, 10 feet bigger, 12 feet bigger. How much bigger? He cannot understand. Similarly, this universe is very, very big. And there are such millions of universes. In Brahma Samhita 5.48, it is clearly mentioned, yasyaika-niśvasita-kālam athāvalambyajīvanti loma-vilajā jagad-aṇḍa-nāthāḥ. So every universe has got a predominant deity, the president, that is Brahma. And Lord Brahma's duration of life, we cannot calculate. We can, but it is something beyond our imagination. 1 day equal to 43 crores of years. Similarly, 1 month, that is 30 days, and then 12 months, a year, and such 100 years. So he lives such large life. And that is only one breathing period of Vishnu. So just look at how big the whole thing is and how tiny we are. So coming back to the shloka, sometimes this earth is thrown into the water, Garbhodak Samudra. So that time Lord Krishna took the form of boar, having 2 tusks, because it was easier. Just like a shovel, we can take something like that. So he took earth on his tusks. That is described. Shiti vipulatare tishtati tava. See, there are millions and millions forms of God. Now here we read Dashana Shikhare. So what is it? Now that is something which is described in Jayadeva's prayer. Vasati Dashana Shikhare Dharani Tava Lagna. Vasati means resting. Vasati Dashana Shikhare. On the top of the tusk, it is staying appropriately. Keshavadhrita Sukara Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare. So Krishna is a yes, he is not that hog. His shape was just like hog. His shape was gigantic hog. Just imagine what kind of hog he was. But it was only a shape, and the whole planet, the earth, was on that tusk. Vasati dashana shikare dharanita valagna shashena kalanka keshavadhrita sukara rupa jai jagadish hare. This comes in the Sautara shloka number 3. Saukaram means like hog. He's Yagyesh. She can take any shape. Just like here is, God has assumed the shape of half lion, half man. Narsiya Bhagwan. He's all powerful. He can take any shape, any form, but he's not that form. That is for the time being. And he assumes so many forms. But the real form is Krishna, the original form. Keshavadri. My dear Lord, Keshav, you have assumed this form, is what we say. So there are millions and millions of forms of God. According to time, necessity, circumstances. He assumes different forms. Actually, it is his book. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirbhavati bharata apchutthanam dharmasya tadatmanam srijamya. He appears as soon as there is discrepancies in dharma or methodical way of life. In fact, in 28th number shloka, in this chapter, we are going to be looking at Indrari Vyakulam Lokam. Indra means heavenly god, and Ari means enemy. So Indrari, enemy of the king of heaven, that means demons. So there are two beings, human beings. So they can either be Devta or Asura. Devta means Krishna conscious. Anyone who is Krishna conscious, he is a demigod. And anyone who is not Krishna conscious, he is demon. That is the difference. He can be small or he can be big, it does not matter. Asurahat tad viparya. Viparya means just the opposite. So Asura means opposite of devotee. That means non-devotees. So those who are non-devotees, they are all demons. So when demons are too much prominent, Krishna comes. In Kali Yuga also he has appeared. Just like previously he appeared in this form of fog, similarly Krishna has appeared in this Kali Yuga in the form of his name. There is no difference between form and name of God. He is absolute. Nama Rupe Krishna Avtara, in the form of name. So those who are disturbed by the demons may take shelter of this form of God. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And then we'll be saved. Otherwise, the demon will put us maybe in Indian Ocean, just like this Aman. But Krishna will save us, just like Prahlad Maharaj was put in water by his father, but he was saved. So Prabhupada says to become Krishna conscious means there will be so many, even father, mother, what to speak of others, they will criticize, they will attack. Even Lord Jesus Christ, he was crucified by demons. The only fault was, he was God conscious. The child of the God. The world is like that. So these dangers are there, but don't be afraid of it. Krishna will save. We have to be tolerant. If there are disturbances, because disturbance is the nature of material world. And if we, as soon as become a devotee or try to become God conscious, there will be so many enemies from the side of demons. So we have to tolerate. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has recommended Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Sahishtuna Amanina Manadena Kirtanya Sadhari. Now what one means? Narayana parasarva nakutaschana bibhyati. Those who are devotees, they are not afraid of anything. In another place it is said, Swarga Pavarga Narakeshu Apitulyartha Darshina. Either they are saint in heavenly planet or in the hell, it does not matter. We simply want to chant Hare Krishna and remember Krishna. That is Krishna consciousness. It does not matter whether it is hell or heaven. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So here we are in this Bhurloka. So about this Bhurloka, there is Bhuloka, then Svargalok, then Janalok, Maharlok, and then Siddhalok. So 7 upper planetary system. And similarly, there are 7 downwards. So you have got Tala, Atala, Talatal, Rasatal, like that. And Rasatal is the lowest. Down the water, Rasatala Gatam. That is why it is come here in this shloka. So within that deep water, the earth was put, and Krishna in the shape of Varaha saved it. So Krishna will save us. Others may disturb us. We may be put into difficulty, but Krishna will save us. We have to be assured. We should not be disappointed. Krishna says, Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. My dear Kaunteya, you can declare to the world that anyone who is my devotee will not have to be suffered. It comes in 9th chapter 31st book. But who is a devotee? Devotee means pure devotee. Yasyaika-niśvasita-kālam. He should be without any other desires. He wants to serve Krishna. That's all. Nothing in return. It's not that, okay, God, I have got 500,000 rupees CTC. I want maybe now 5,100 CTC. No, that's business. That's not devotee. A devotee will not want anything in return. Those who are miscreants, they will do such things. They will not believe in God itself. Namam dushkritano mudha prapadyati naradhava. Those who are lowest of mankind, miscreants, Buddhas, they do not even come to God. But devotee means he does not ask anything for God. He simply wants to give. Just like gopis. They never asked anything from Krishna. They just wanted to serve Krishna. And that is what we have to do. And then Krishna will protect us. And then Krishna is talking about Devarshi Narada, third incarnation. So just like among the kings, there are rishis. They are called Rajarshi. Like we had this word in Bhagavad Gita, Evam Parampara Prapta Vimar Rajarsha Yogito. So there used to be greatly kings, saintly persons in earlier periods. So they were called Rajarshi. So similarly among the saints, someone who is the best, that is Deva Rishihi, saintly sage among the demigods. So this third shloka is about Narada Muni. He compiled the Vedic principles for executing devotional service, which is Narada Pancharatra. So in Kali Yuga, you can have a Bhakti Yoga system or the Narada Pancharatra system. The ultimate objective is same. If one wants to become a Brahmana, it does not mean we need to be born of a Brahmana family. We can become Brahmana through Bhakti. But as per Narada Pancharatra system, if we are born in low born, we can be accepted as Brahmana by reformatory process. So that is why Narad Rishi has a lot of what I'll say important place in our scriptures. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.